Welcome back, dear viewers. And the new House of Representatives began its first convention in the third legislative term with a procedural session days after results of the House's elections were announced, and members elected Councillor Hisham Badawi as the Parliament Speaker. During the session, which was summoned by a decree from President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, members of the House of Representatives took the oath of office and voted to choose the Speaker and the two deputies. The session was chaired by the eldest member of the House of Representatives. The presidential decree also included a decree that appointed a third of members of the House, the lower chamber of Parliament in Egypt. The two other thirds of the members were elected in 2025 House elections that began in November, and now the members of the House of the Parliament are voting for the two new deputies. And as we said earlier, that members of the House of Representatives elected Councillor Hisham Badawi as the Speaker, the new Speaker for the Parliament. We are joined over the phone by Mr. Mohamed Mokhtar, political analyst. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So, sir, as we are now watching the voting process for the two new deputies, and also the new House of Representatives began its first convention in the third legislative term with a procedural session days after the results were announced. How did you follow up the session early in the day?
It's a great day, by the way, first of all, and it's going to the final, to the achievement, what happening through this allegation, this part of what happening last couple of months, and we are now Egyptian put on the hand and wishing the effort from that during this vote. And we see today Councillor Hisham Badawi, it will be the managing of the Castle of Death, and we are waiting now to the assistant of him during this vote. And I see it's a great day to selecting from different type of representative Egyptians for better futures and better actions, and now the hand in our.
So, sir, also, what are the agenda of the Parliament in the coming stage?
There are several needs. Whatever internally or internationally, from business development requirements, also agriculture, international relations needs, what's happening in food in the world, also increasing our economy, increasing the business, increasing more project opening, and Egyptian requirements more from them. And also one of the important files hiring several jobs to the Egyptians, also solving all the type of dedicating internally issues was happening this couple of months ago, and requirements more effort from them, and I believe them will able to achievement and directing this filing, inshallah.
And how do you see the participation of Egyptian women in the parliament, as we can see that we have many women members in the new parliament?
Yes, absolutely, definitely. It was very great to see that, and I believe it is the first time to happening like these issues in Egypt, to managing and directing the first the first part today happening, and this is show how much is the woman is very important, and them able to depend hand to hand by man to able to the directing and dedicating all this file of democracy and seeing that and giving a clear message to the whole world that women is very important to the in Egyptian society, and them able to do all the things and all the type of jobs as per our supporting from our, I believe it's from also from our president, that he respecting and taking care about women to be involving in all type and in the society in Egypt, from President of Sisi, of course.
And sir, how do you see how is the parliament composed, the composition of the new parliament, how do you see?
I see that there is different type of changing dedicated to that, dedicated to needs of also our future requirements, dedicated to 2030, and I believe this containance of these allegations, selecting different types from experience like ex-minister of foreign affairs and several experienced people from different types of different needs to Egypt, to supporting a clear policy and procedures and law needing to updating what we are into 2026, and the needs of that dedicated to be complete to dedication and being directing with the world, dedicating what we are in. I believe it's them have a good community to supporting great issues and to solving and helping Egyptian needs and Egyptian dreams also, to again put as usual, not just in a history. We are creating the history by Egyptians, and I believe it to them had the authority and able to do these missions, inshallah.
And sir, in your opinion, what are the challenges expected to face the new parliament?
The challenges, I believe, for them, first of all, of the top priority is economy and financial solutions.
Yes.
Them needs the different experience to be supporting to solving that, need more investment to solving and updating, creating our economy, and it's a very huge challenge for them. And I believe it with them the experience, with them knowledge, and using the reality we are in, them able to salute that, to have found solutions for that.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Mohamed Mokhtar, political analyst. Thank you, sir, for being.
Appreciate it to John. All great to Egyptians that all approved.
Yes, and the viewers, we are now waiting for, we are watching the voting process for the new deputies in the House of Representatives, and as we said earlier, that the new House of Representatives began its first convention in third legislative term with a procedural session after the results of the House's elections were announced, and during the session which was summoned by decree by President Fattah Sisi, members of the House of Representatives took oath and elected Councillor Badawi as the new Parliament Speaker and as well as two under-secretaries. The session was chaired by the eldest member of the House. The presidential decree also decreed the appointment of a third of members of the House, the lower chamber of Parliament in Egypt. The two other of makers were in 2025 House elections that began in November. And now, dear viewers, we are watching the voting process for the two deputies as they are expected to be announced shortly? And as we know that the new members of Egypt's House of Representatives took the constitutional oath on Monday during the opening procedural session at the Parliament's new headquarters in the new capital. Abla, the oldest member, chaired the session with the assistance of the two youngest members, Sami al-Hadidi and Saja Hindi. The election of the speaker and the two